All right, welcome back. In this video, we are going to cover about webhook, specifically in Jenkins. Now, what actually is webhook? Okay, so before even going with the standard definition, let us first understand what actually is webhook. In order to support this definition, I have created one visual for you to understand what actually webhook is. Okay, now see, till now what we were doing, we were developing something, we were committing into the GitHub. Okay, now once everything was done, we were going to Jenkins dashboard, we are going to that job, and then we were triggering the build every time when the changes were done. Now you said, Shubham, Jenkins is a tool that is the future of DevOps that literally enhances the functionality. You don't have to think about anything. Okay, things will be done in an automated manner. But this is something which we are doing manually. Is there any way to do it automatically? So answer is definitely yes. Here we have something called webhooks that will do the job for us. Now, if you see this visual, it will help you to understand what does webhook does at the back end. So see, same as earlier, you are developing your code, you're pushing it to GitHub, but here webhook comes into the action. Now, once you push the code, a webhook will get triggered. Okay. Now, once the webhook is triggered, it will go to the Jenkins build. The pipeline will automatically get started to build, and the automatic deployment will be completed. So that is the power of Jenkins. Okay. You just have to worry about writing the code, test it in local, push the code to GitHub, and things will be done automatically. So this thing can be achieved with the help of webhook. Okay. Now let us go and understand what actually is webhook. So webhook is an automatic HTTP request sent from one system to another when an event occurs. So in this case, okay, we are going to take the previous project only. So the source would be GitHub where the code is stored and the destination would be Jenkins. Okay. So it is used to trigger builds or deployment automatically. Okay. Now when we are doing the same thing, you will understand how does this thing are actually working. So when a developer pushes the code to GitHub, the webhook notifies the Jenkins that some changes are done and now Jenkins will start a new build. And that is how webhook works. Why we should consider webhook in the very first place, that in Jenkins. So it will enable continuous integration, that is automatic build on every push will be done. Second, it will speed up the feedback loop for developers. Let's say if something gets break, if something is not working as it's supposed to be. So we don't have to worry about going and triggering build automatically. They just will have to wait for some time. Once the deployment is completed, they will receive an email notification that the deployment got completed. Now you go to your URL and check whether the expected result of the web app is the same as you were trying to. If not, then they will make the changes. They will again make a commit. Webhook will get triggered. It will get deployed. They will test it again, and this will actually speed up their testing process also. It will reduce manual effort. That is, no need to trigger the build job manually. It will be done automatically. And the fourth would be real-time synchronization between GitHub and Jenkins. So, example would be when a developer pushes the code to GitHub, the webhook will notify that something is changed, and the Jenkins will start a new build automatically. Okay. Now, we already understood when a developer commit the code to GitHub, webhook will get triggered. Jenkins build will be created. Now, once the deployment is completed, we will actually see the change live into or the URL, right? So, yeah, that was all. In this video, we learned about webhook in Jenkins. Okay. In the next video, we are going to see the practical implementation of how this webhook can be integrated with Jenkins. Okay. So, yeah, that was all. And I will see you in the next one.